Hey there folks, and welcome back to Space Engineers Survival Exploration Mode. You guys said we should definitely grind this ship up, so we're going to at least start that process. Another couple of you actually said we should save this little escape pod slash craft over here, and I think that's a good idea. We can attach it to one of the numerous attachment locations on this ship. In fact, we could just attach it to that pod right there, or pretty much anywhere that has an attachment point, which is... Okay, so there's one more attachment point there, there's an attachment point there, there's an attachment point at the front on the side, but those are more for docking. So I think we're definitely going to do that. But before we do that, we need to put another nuclear reactor on there because we took the nuclear reactor off that we had on there, so we're going to do that. This is not going to be a dedicated episode to grinding away the ship. We're going to be doing that over the next couple of episodes, just a little bit here and there. And we're going to be using our grinding ship that's inside, but what we are going to do is definitely going to get a reactor ground away so we can put one on the other ship. I think there's another reactor in there, so we should be alright if we grind this one. I hope. Well, does this ship still have power? No, it doesn't. Okay, bad idea. Here, you can have your parts back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to turn this ship back on. There we go. Well, the ship's back on, so that means we're actually going to have to grind away another reactor somewhere else, or actually just use the components which we have stashed away on that ship. Doesn't really take much to make one, so I guess we'll just use the components in here. Was it one reactor component and I'm guessing a motor, computer, reactor component, steel plate, large steel tube, metal grid, and construction component. Okay. So let's go grab those things. We're gonna need, I think it's just one of these, but we're gonna take a little extra. We need 10 computers. I know that much. We need some construction components. We'll take some of those. We're gonna keep the extra stuff on us. We need some steel plates. We need metal grid as well, and we need motors. And that will be it. Also, we need some uranium, can't forget that. So we're gonna have to steal a little bit out of our reactors, which are this connector over here. Just gonna take a little teeny tiny bit. 2 should be more than enough. It's just going to be a small reactor. It'll last for a very long time, and it's probably not going to be using the reactor's power only. It's only going to be using the reactor's power when it's disconnected from that big ship. So let's go grind away this block, because I believe this is where we put the reactor on our other little micro ship. Let's drag this in our hotbar. Oh, and I forgot the reactor component. The most important thing. Of course, I forget it. Alright, let's go grab that then. And I really do want to find a station today, so that's going to be our main objective for this episode, is to try to find a station. If we find another ship and it's something that we have, we're probably not going to pick it up. But if we do find a station or a new ship, I suppose we can keep it. There's no reason not to. Alright, now we need to unmerge, so control panel. Find the merge blocks. Don't know which one it is, so toggle all of them off.
Ship fuel critical.
Uh-oh, this is really hard to control. Inertial dampener's on, please. Is there no reverse thrust on this? That could be an issue, like a really big issue. Yeah, there's no reverse thrust on this. This ship looks cool, but it doesn't have the necessary thrust. It has thrust up, down, and forwards, but it doesn't have it. I don't believe it has thrust sideways either, which could be an issue. Well, let me just pan around. Yeah, there's no sideways thrust. There's no down thrust either. We may have made a mistake. This is really hard to control because there's no really good way to do this. I'm gonna have to put extra thrusters on this. What a terrible design. Oh well. Okay, now let's go down a bit. Too far, and crap. No. I'm going to have to crash into this deck over here and then throw some thrusters on it. Luckily, we can just cannibalize some of the thrusters. Come on, yes, just grind to a halt. Grind to a halt. That's right. Okay, good. We've stopped moving. So let's find some extra thrusters to slap on here. Luckily, there's plenty that we can choose from. We need at least 3 more. 1 in each sideways direction. Oh, actually, I'm gonna make that 4. We need 1 in each sideways direction and 1 that goes forward. Okay, so we have enough now. I believe we took 4 off. Yep, we took 4 thrusters off, so we should have enough now. So... Alright, we're gonna put a thruster here. Oh, it doesn't look too pretty, but at least it will make the ship controllable. And we need 1 here. Oop, completely the wrong object. There we go. We'll put 1 on the other side in the exact same location and 1 that faces downwards, and then we should have a controllable ship. Let's grind away this block. There we go. And now 1 that goes down. We can put it right smack dab in the center or forward. I'll do forward a little bit because I think the center of mass is a little bit forward of the center of this little block here, so put it here for more controllability. Alright, now we should be able to dock without an issue, I hope. Yeah, there we go. That's the stuff. I think we're just going to dock it right here. I know probably going to cause a little bit of thrust damage, but I don't care. Actually, these are small thrusters. They probably won't do too much damage. And ooh, we're getting close. In fact, we're like right on top of them, so I must not have the merge blocks turned on. So let's go do that. Control panel. Merge blocks. Toggle block on. There we go. And are we gonna snap into place? Ah, the thrusters are in the way. It really wants to attach. It's really does want to attach. Oh god, I can't get it away. Okay. So I'm gonna have to move that thruster. it would be, yep, this thruster here. It's going to look a little bit strange, but we're going to attach it to a different location. And we'll put that block back. We'll put it up here. It should be fine. It shouldn't get in the way of anything. Alright, there we go. We can do the same thing on the other side, but for now we're just going to see if we can get this thing docked. So we can start grinding away the other ship. Eh? Gonna, yep, there we go. And gonna attach. There we go. Now we are attached. Looks a bit strange, but it works. It looks really strange. Alright, now let's go into our ship. We're gonna use our grinding ship for the first time ever. We're just going to, for the most part, take care of the interior of the Kooky Monster ship. Gotta turn this thing on. Small reactors, we want to turn those on. Alright. Let's go over here. Get in here. The large ship. I wonder which one of those has the remote control on it. Huh. Well, we'll just go to the grinder ship. I suppose it doesn't have to have a remote control. It just needs an antenna. So grinder ship. We need the remote control. Control that. And now we need to view the camera. Grinder drone camera. View. Alright, we are in business. Let's grind away the unimportant bits that won't shut down the ship. Okay, where did the ship go? There's everything. And the one with the hole in it is the bad one, so it'd be this one right here. Also the one without the cockpits. Let's grind away some of the thrusters and the unimportant bits. Ooh, there's a mining transport off in the distance. Those things are not that well armed. I believe they have one cannon that's easy to take care of. And you can actually approach the ship from the bottom and you don't actually get shot at. And we might want to, I don't know, we could test out our new heavy fighter if it gets close enough and doesn't despawn, because they have an annoying tendency of doing that. Of getting pretty close and then despawning, or just despawning very shortly after they spawn in, which is kind of weird. Got some nice good components from doing this. This thing really needs more grinders. I'm used to the ripsaw, which can just eat a ship alive. Could certainly go for one of those. Alright, well, I'm going to go on the inside. Take out all those chairs, because those chairs actually have a lot of construction components and interior plates in them. Also, these wheels, you can grind these things away. Make it a little bit easier to get in with our ship. And then after we're done doing this for a little bit, we are going to go searching for the station, which I'm sure there's a station around here somewhere. I think they only show up as being large, stationary large objects on the scan, but I'm not sure where we're gonna find one. I suppose we can just keep searching the closest objects, and eventually we'll find one. And then we can use that as a secondary base, so we don't have to have this one base as our one and only. Okay, this should be big enough for me to fit through now. Nope. Still having a little bit of trouble. Grind away this guy. Should be able to get in there then. Alright, how many steel plates do we have in... We have... Oh, we really didn't gather that much. 303 steel plates isn't bad, though. Most of the steel plates, I'm guessing, are from these hangar doors, because they actually have the most steel plates of anything. Even heavy armor blocks, I don't believe, have as many components as these hangar doors. But then again, the hangar doors are incredibly tough to destroy and to create, for that matter. Okay, now we should be able to get in. It's a little bit tough, but we can do it. Grind away some of these chairs. Good use of materials. Wonder what is grinding. Not doing anything to the chairs. Holy crap, that takes a long time. I may need to get a bigger welding ship for this. Yup. Let's see. I'm gonna just test and see how long it takes to actually grind these things away. Because if it takes too long, I'll just call it quits here, so you don't have to watch me grind all these, and then we'll build a better... Yeah, it takes too long. We'll build a better grinding ship at a different time. However, I do want to grab just a couple more steel plates, and then we're going to go searching for the elusive unicorn station, which is out there somewhere. Alright, there we go. That's good. In fact, because we're going to be just grinding this way for probably quite a while, I'm just going to leave it there. It's still powered on, so it won't float away or anything like that. It's just that we're not going to be controlling it, which is fine. Alright. I really do need to extend the gravity on this, or the gravity field on this ship. Okay, there we go. And let's go to our scout ship and find our next target. Alright. Let's do our scan. It's going to show up as drifting junk. Huh. So we have a stationary small object, stationary junk, drifting junk. 100 and... Oh, this stuff's all really close to us. I bet these are all parts of the ship that we broke off. I bet it's all part of that ship that's all floating and whatnot inside of itself. And it's being counted as ships. So let's do the scan mod one more time. Stationary large. This is the first one that's actually outside of our area. That's probably not as a result of our space debris that we made. And it's 24,000 meters away at an elevation. I wish it would tell you how many blocks were in it, because that would certainly be... Ooh, there's something moving tiny. I've never seen that before. It's certainly not a station, but... Interesting. I've never seen something that was moving before, and something that was tiny, certainly not either. Anyhow, that might actually just be a piece of space debris that drifted a very long way away from us. Anyhow, so we're going to take a look at this number 9 right here, which is at an elevation of 78 degrees, so almost at a 90-degree angle up and almost directly behind us. So, about like that and about like that, maybe? It's elevation of 14 more degrees and -8 degrees. Is it actually on an asteroid? If it's on an asteroid, it's a very high probability that it's a station. Range... Elevation's another 10 degrees. Another 10 degrees. Is it that? way off in the distance. That's right on it, and it's on an asteroid. So, let's hope that this is actually something cool. So we're going to accelerate up to speed, and then we're just going to jump to the point where we are at whatever it is that is out there. So see you guys back when we're there. Alright folks, and we have arrived, and sadly no, it's not a station. However, you know how I was saying we needed a better grinding ship? Well, once again, this is another 2-for-1 deal, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, the grinding ship deal, not so much of an issue anymore. I think we found one, which is always a plus. I guess that's good that we didn't grind away that whole entire thing, and holy crap, they're on rotors. That makes it even cooler. And oh, there's welders on here too, so it's like a dual thing, so we can say we're done grinding away things, we can turn the rotors on, switch it around, and turn it to welding. Sweet! I am all for that. Let's turn this guy on. There we go. Let's see how this guy performs. Actually, not too bad. It's a little bit sluggish, but you can't expect miracles from a ship that you found drifting in space. Inertial dampeners on, please. I don't want to crash into my ship. And it looks like we found another type of fighter craft. Actually, I think this is the exact same fighter ship. No, this is a little bit different than the heavy fighter craft. It's once again made out of heavy armor blocks, but the cockpit is not recessed. And it only has Gatling cannons by the looks of it. You know what? I can't complain. This is more firepower for our base. I really hope we find another station, though. Well, let's turn you on. And... well... oh yeah, that's right. Inertial dampeners are automatically turned off. Let's take a look at the actual controls of this. Anything unique in the control panel? We just have large thrusters. Apparently it's called the Raven Mark II. So there's batteries, large thrusters that you can turn on and off. You can disable the override. Oh, you can control it via remote, which is always nice. There's a backup reactor, which is nice. Let's see, are there any other regular reactors? No, there's just a backup reactor. Okay, well, that's strange. One would think you'd have a regular reactor and then have a backup reactor, but whatever. There probably is a regular reactor in there. It's probably just named something else. Alright, well, let's go get this. We are going to attach these to our spaceship. And because there's two of them, I don't think it should be as big of an issue when it comes to dragging these home with us. Alright, let's get close enough to attach it. Yeah. Close enough? Not yet. Oh, of course. It looks as though I'm close, but I'm not really. I'm gonna touch it now. Okay, yep, we are on course to pick it up, and there we go. Locked into place. Now we're gonna have to turn this ship off so it doesn't try to free itself. There we go. You know, one of these days we will find a station. I know they're out there. I know they're rare, but I'm sure we will find one. But this is a really cool find, this thing right here. Let's actually take a look at it before we attach it to the landing gear over there. Just curious. Oh, all you have to do is, that's pretty nice. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah. It's even on a little hotkey, so all you have to do is press number 3, and there you go. That's pretty freaking sweet. I'm liking this already. And to make this a little bit easier, I'm going to see if I can get this closer to our center of mass when we lock it into place. Maybe we can get the landing gear to touch the landing gear. That'll be a nice secure connection then. There we go, and lock into place. Well, apparently my landing gear don't want to lock, but that one does. Oop, we had it for a second there. There we go. Also, turn this off so the... I'm worried about the rotors. That might be an issue. They're just drifting off like that. I might actually have to turn the ship on and just turn all the thrusters and gyroscopes off, which is probably exactly what I'm going to do. Otherwise, the little arms there might fall off while we are on transit. Everything's in a different language. Cool. Well, cool, I guess. These must be all the thrusters, so toggle blocks off. I don't speak whatever language this is. I'm sorry if it's yours. Toggle all these blocks off. Keep the small reactor on. Keep that off. Toggle that block off. Gyroscope, toggle that block off. And there we go. That should be good. And now we need to go in here. We'll relock the ship into place. There we go. And now we'll head back home. In fact, I think that'll be it for this episode. It's gone on for long enough. Next episode, I really do want to find a space station. But now that we have a grinding ship, it should make grinding away that kooky monster ship a lot easier. So thank you folks for watching. That'll be it for this episode. See you folks next time.